Los Angeles Rams versus Seattle Seahawks, the narrative of the 2025 NFL season has been building toward this specific moment, a collision of titans under the frigid December skies of the Pacific Northwest. Tonight, the focus of the football world narrows down to a singular point of contention: Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. The Los Angeles Rams have traveled north to face the Seattle Seahawks in a matchup that transcends the typical definition of a regular season game. This is not just Week 15, this is a championship fight in everything but name. The stakes are immense, the atmosphere is charged with a palpable tension, and the implications for the postseason are absolute. Both franchises enter this contest with identical, towering records of 11-3, sitting deadlocked at the summit of the NFC West. They have separated themselves from the pack, leaving the rest of the conference chasing their exhaust fumes. But tonight, they cannot be separated. Tonight, one team must rise, and one team must fall. With the San Francisco 49ers lurking dangerously close in the rearview mirror at 10-4, and the Arizona Cardinals fading into obscurity at 3-11, the margin for error has completely evaporated. The winner of this game effectively seizes the throat of the division, claiming the inside track to the #1 seed and the coveted home field advantage that comes with it. The loser is cast into the chaotic uncertainty of the wild card race, forced to fight for their playoff lives on the road. The setting for this drama could not be more poetic or more punishing. The forecast for kickoff is a biting 10 degrees, a temperature that turns the football into a stone and tests the will of every man on the field. This is the kind of cold that seeps into your bones, that makes every hit hurt twice as much, and that demands a level of mental fortitude that separates the contenders from the pretenders. The Seahawks, buoyed by the legendary 12th man, have made Lumen Field a fortress, boasting a 5-2 record at home this season. But the Rams have proven to be the ultimate road warriors, matching that 5-2 record in their travels away from Los Angeles. It is a perfect statistical symmetry that underscores just how evenly matched these two teams are. The analytics community has spent the week agonizing over this matchup, and the numbers reflect the razor-thin nature of the contest. The matchup predictor gives the visiting Rams a slight, almost negligible edge with a 53.5% win probability, leaving the Seahawks with a 46.1% chance to defend their turf. These are not odds that inspire confidence in a blowout. These are the odds of a coin flip, a game that will be decided by a single bounce of the ball, a single lapse in judgment, or a single moment of transcendent athletic brilliance. The context of this game is further enriched by the history between these two rivals. They met just weeks ago, on November 16th, a game that saw the Rams edge out a 21-19 victory. That result hangs over this rematch like a specter. For the Rams, it is a source of confidence, a blueprint for success proving they can walk into a dogfight with Seattle and emerge victorious. For the Seahawks, it is a scar, a painful reminder of missed opportunities and a burning source of motivation. Revenge is a powerful fuel in the NFL, and Seattle has had this date circled on the calendar ever since the clock hit 0 in that first meeting. The NFC West title is not given. It is taken. And tonight, amidst the deafening noise and the freezing fog, we will find out who has the strength to take it. To understand the magnitude of the forces colliding tonight, one must undertake a granular examination of the statistical profiles that have defined these 11-3 campaigns. The Los Angeles Rams arrive with an offensive machine that has been tuned to near perfection. At the controls is Matthew Stafford, a quarterback who is currently playing the position at a level that whispers of Hall of Fame candidacy. Stafford's season has been a masterclass in efficiency and aggression. He has accumulated 3,722 passing yards, a number that places him among the league's elite while completing 66.4% of his 470 attempts. But the statistic that truly defines his dominance and the terrifying challenge facing the Seattle defense is his touchdown-to-interception ratio. Stafford has found the end zone 37 times through the air while surrendering only 5 interceptions. In an era where defenses are faster, smarter, and more complex than ever before, maintaining a ratio of nearly 7.5 touchdowns for every single turnover is nothing short of miraculous. His passer rating of 112.2 is the gold standard, a numerical testament to a quarterback who is in total command of the game. He is not just managing the offense, he is dictating the terms of engagement to the defense on every single snap. Stafford's success is inextricably linked to the meteoric rise of Puka Nacua. The receiver has shattered expectations and defensive game plans alike, hauling in 102 receptions for a staggering 1,367 yards. Nacua is averaging 105.2 receiving yards per game, a level of consistent production that makes him the focal point of every defensive briefing room. He is averaging 13.4 yards per catch, proving he can win underneath and over the top. But the Rams are far from a one-dimensional show. The ground game provides a thunderous counterpunch to the aerial assault. Kyren Williams has been a revelation, rushing for 1,030 yards on 211 carries. His 4.9 yards per carry average is the heartbeat of the offense, keeping the chains moving and forcing defenses to commit resources to the box. Williams has also found the end zone 10 times, serving as the closer in the red zone. When Williams needs a breather, rookie Blake Corum steps in without a drop-off in intensity, adding 621 yards and 5 touchdowns while averaging an impressive 5.5 yards per carry. This balance, a 3,700-yard passer and a 1,000-yard rusher, makes the Rams a pick-your-poison nightmare for defensive coordinators. On the opposite sideline, the Seattle Seahawks present a statistical profile that is different in shape but equal in danger. The architect of their attack is Sam Darnold, who has resurrected his career in the Pacific Northwest. Darnold has thrown for 3,433 yards and 22 touchdowns, numbers that prove he can lead a high-powered offense. However, his game comes with a volatility that Stafford's lacks. Darnold has thrown 11 interceptions, more than double Stafford's total, resulting in a passer rating of 102.0. While lower than Stafford's, this rating is still elite, driven by a completion percentage of 67.4% and an aggressive mindset that attacks the deep field. This aggression is unlocked by the presence of Jackson Smith-Njigba, who is in the midst of a historic campaign. Smith-Njigba leads the team with 96 receptions for a mind-bending 1,541 yards. His average of 16.1 yards per catch is a clear signal of his role. He is the deep threat, the game breaker, the player who can flip the field position in a heartbeat. While the Rams grind you down with efficiency, the Seahawks strike with sudden, catastrophic violence. Their running game, led by Kenneth Walker III, is solid, if not spectacular, compared to Los Angeles. Walker has rushed for 779 yards and 4 touchdowns, averaging 4.4 yards per carry. While he hasn't cracked the 1,000-yard mark like Williams, he provides enough balance to keep defenses honest, setting up the play-action shots that Darnold craves. Defensively, the contrast between the two teams is sharp and fascinating. The Rams' defense is built around the disruptive force of Byron Young. The pass rusher has been a one-man wrecking crew, tallying 11 sacks to lead the team. His ability to collapse the pocket is the catalyst for the entire unit. Behind him, linebacker Nate Landman has been a tackling machine, recording 118 total tackles to lead the Rams. In the secondary, Kobe Durant has emerged as a playmaker, intercepting 3 passes. The Seahawks, however, counter with a defense that thrives on creating chaos. Their leader is the phenomenal Ernest Jones IV, a linebacker playing at an all-pro level. Jones leads the team with 104 tackles, but his most impressive stat is his 5 interceptions. For a linebacker to have 5 picks is extraordinary. It speaks to a player with the instincts of a safety and the physicality of a linebacker. Alongside him, Leonard Williams provides the interior pressure with 7 sacks. The battle lines are drawn. The Rams' surgical offense against the Seahawks' opportunistic defense. Stafford's ball security against Jones's ball-hawking ability. It is a clash of philosophies that will decide the fate of the NFC West. Momentum in the NFL is a living, breathing entity, and as we analyze the last 5 games for both squads, we see 2 teams arriving at this summit via very different paths. The Los Angeles Rams have been winning with an offense that is simply overpowering. Their most recent outing on December 14th was a 41-34 victory over the Detroit Lions. While the win goes in the standings, the scoreline raises eyebrows. Scoring 41 points is a testament to their firepower, but allowing 34 points at home suggests vulnerabilities in the defense that a team like Seattle could exploit. Before that shootout, they traveled to Arizona on December 7th and delivered a beatdown, winning 45-17. That game showcased the Rams at their absolute peak, dominant on offense, suffocating on defense. However, the road has not been without its bumps. On November 30th, they stumbled against the Carolina Panthers, losing a tight 31-28 contest. That loss serves as a reminder that they are not invincible, especially when the game becomes a defensive struggle. They rebounded from that defeat to crush the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 34-7 on November 23rd. But the most relevant data point in this entire sequence is the game on November 16th, a 21-19 victory over the Seattle Seahawks. That game proved that the Rams can win ugly, that they can match Seattle's physicality and come out on top. They have scored 30 or more points in 4 of their last 5 games. They are a juggernaut that wins by outscoring you. The Seattle Seahawks, by contrast, have been forging their identity in the fires of defensive warfare. Since that bitter 21-19 loss to the Rams on November 16th, they have been flawless. They have reeled off 4 consecutive victories, each one a testament to their grit and resilience. On December 14th, they engaged in a rock fight with the Indianapolis Colts, emerging with an 18-16 victory. It wasn't pretty, but it showed they can win close games when the offense isn't clicking. On December 7th, they showed their explosive side, routing the Atlanta Falcons 37-9 on the road. But their magnum opus came on November 30th against the Minnesota Vikings. In a league designed to favor the offense, the Seahawks pitched a shutout, winning 26-0. Holding an NFL team to 0 points is the ultimate statement of defensive dominance. It signaled that this unit is championship caliber. They began this winning streak with a 30-24 road win over the Tennessee Titans on November 23rd. The trend line for Seattle is terrifying for opponents. They are getting better defensively every week. In their last 4 wins, they have allowed an average of just 12.25 points per game. While the Rams are winning track meets, the Seahawks are winning street fights. Tonight, we find out which style prevails. Will the Rams' 40-point offense break the Seahawks' shutout defense? Or will Seattle dragging the Rams into the mud? At the epicenter of this clash are the 2 men who will touch the ball on every offensive snap, Matthew Stafford and Sam Darnold. This quarterback duel is a study in contrasts, a battle between the established master and the redeemed gunslinger. Matthew Stafford's season numbers are not just good, they are pristine. 3,722 yards, 37 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. These are the numbers of a quarterback who has solved the puzzle of the NFL. Stafford plays with a calm efficiency that borders on the robotic. He processes information at lightning speed, diagnosing coverages and delivering the ball to the open man before the defense can react. His 7.9 yards per attempt average indicates a vertical passing game that is aggressive but controlled. He isn't checking down. He is pushing the ball downfield with surgical precision. He has been sacked 19 times, a number that suggests he is tough, willing to stand in the pocket and take a hit to deliver a strike. His 112.2 rating is a reflection of his decision-making. He simply does not put the ball in harm's way. Sam Darnold represents the other side of the quarterbacking coin. His 3,433 yards and 22 touchdowns are impressive, but they are achieved through a high-variance style of play. Darnold is a risk-taker. His 8.8 yards per attempt is nearly a full yard higher than Stafford's, reflecting his desire to hunt the big play. He wants to push the ball deep to Smith-Njigba, to challenge tight windows, to make the throw that changes the game. But this aggression comes at a cost: 11 interceptions. Darnold gives the defense chances. He will throw the ball into traffic. He will trust his arm sometimes more than he should. Against a defense like the Rams, led by the opportunistic Kobe Durant, those mistakes can be fatal. However, Darnold's ability to create explosive plays is what makes Seattle so dangerous. If he connects on 2 or 3 deep balls, the Rams' efficiency might not matter. The question is one of discipline versus dynamite. Can Darnold rein in his impulses enough to play a clean game? Can Stafford maintain his perfection against a defense that features a 5-interception linebacker in Ernest Jones IV? The game will likely hinge on which quarterback stays true to his identity without succumbing to his weaknesses. Stafford must avoid being too conservative. Darnold must avoid being too reckless. The tactical nuances of this game will be defined not just by the stars, but by the critical injuries and specific positional matchups that tilt the field. The Los Angeles Rams are facing a potential crisis at the wide receiver position. Davante Adams, one of the premier route runners in the history of the game, is listed as doubtful with a hamstring injury. While the injury report lists his estimated return as today, December 18th, the reality of soft tissue injuries in 10-degree weather is harsh. If Adams plays, he will likely be less than 100%. If he cannot go, the Seahawks defense can fundamentally alter their game plan. They can roll coverage heavily toward Puka Nacua, bracketing him with safety help and forcing the Rams to beat them with their secondary options. With tight end Tyler Higbee already on injured reserve with an ankle injury, the Rams are thinning out. Players like Colby Parkinson, 31 catches, 298 yards, and Tutu Atwell, 173 yards, will have to step up. The pressure on rookie Jordan Whittington to win one-on-one matchups will be immense. For the Seahawks, the injury report is a flashing red light on the offensive line. Starting tackle Charles Cross is listed as out with a hamstring injury. In the world of NFL trench warfare, this is blood in the water. The Rams' premier pass rusher, Byron Young, has 11 sacks on the season. He will be lining up against a backup tackle in a freezing stadium, knowing that the Seahawks need to throw deep to win. This is a massive mismatch. If the Seahawks cannot offer Sam Darnold protection, their vertical passing game is dead on arrival. You cannot hit Jackson Smith-Njigba 40 yards downfield if you are lying on your back. The Rams' defensive front, anchored by Kobe Turner, implied presence, and the active Nate Landman, will look to overload that side of the line. Another layer of intrigue is the presence of Cooper Kupp on the Seattle sideline. The former Super Bowl MVP for the Rams is now wearing Seahawks colors. While his production this season, 41 catches, 519 yards, 2 touchdowns, is modest compared to his prime, his value tonight goes beyond the box score. Kupp knows the Rams' offense better than anyone. He knows Sean McVay's tendencies, the audible calls, the route concepts. He is essentially an extra coach on the field for Seattle. His ability to find soft spots in the zone and convert third downs will be critical for Darnold. On the other side, the Rams' secondary must account for the dual threat of Smith-Njigba's speed and Kupp's savvy. Special teams also loom as a potential deciding factor. The Rams have had instability at the kicker position. Joshua Carty is listed with stats of 0 for 1 on field goals, and the team totals suggest a lack of rhythm in the kicking game. In a game where points will be at a premium and the cold air will suppress scoring, a missed field goal could be the difference between winning the division and going home devastated. Seattle, used to these conditions, may have the edge in the kicking game simply by virtue of familiarity. The field position battle, dictated by punting and coverage units, will be magnified in the cold. As the final preparations are made and the teams take the field, the analysis points toward a contest that will be tighter, grittier, and more defensive than the recent offensive explosions we have seen from the Rams. The freezing temperatures will slow down the pass rush slightly, but it will also make catching the football harder and kicking treacherous. The familiarity between these two division rivals, meeting for the second time in a month, breeds contempt and caution. They know each other's plays. They know each other's weaknesses. The Los Angeles Rams have the distinct advantage at the quarterback position. Matthew Stafford's season has been a masterpiece of decision-making. His 37 touchdowns and 5 interceptions are the metrics of a player who does not lose games for his team. In a hostile environment, with the division on the line, trust the quarterback who doesn't make mistakes. Stafford's connection with Puka Nacua is unstoppable, even if Davante Adams is limited or out. The Rams' ability to run the ball with Kieran Williams, 1,030 yards, gives them a safety valve that travels well in the cold. However, the Seattle Seahawks are a formidable obstacle. Their defense is peaking, having allowed nearly 0 points in recent weeks before the Colts game. The 12th man will be a factor. Sam Darnold will likely connect with Jackson Smith-Njigba for a highlight reel touchdown that brings the crowd to its feet. But the injury to tackle Charles Cross is the fatal flaw in the Seahawks' armor. Byron Young will exploit that matchup relentlessly. After analyzing both teams, my first pick for this match is Seattle Seahawks winner. Expect a game that is close entering the fourth quarter. The Rams will hold a slim lead, perhaps 17-13. The Seahawks will drive, looking for the go-ahead score. But in the critical moment, the pressure from Young will force Darnold off his spot. He will look for the big play, the hero ball to Smith-Njigba, but he will force it. Kobe Durant or Nate Landman will be waiting. A late turnover will seal the fate of the NFC West. The Rams will add a late touchdown on the ground by Kyren Williams to put the game out of reach. The Los Angeles Rams will walk out of the freezer of Lumen Field with a season sweep, the division title, and the knowledge that they are the team to beat in the NFC. My second pick for this match is total over 39.5.